Hello. All right, so thank you so much. Good evening to every one of you here. Have you makan ready? Don't have. Also no choice. Because last time we got makan, but now no more makan because of COVID. Last time come to showflat, very good. Still got a free dinner to eat. I still remember curry chicken, but long time never have such kind of treatment, right? That's the reason why. Hopefully very soon we will have some buffet available for you guys. Well, last time we probably start at 7:30 because so that you guys have some time to have some makan. But honestly, really want to thank each and every one of you because some of you probably rush from work, but you purposely come here so far away to come here and listen to me. So I really want to do my very best to share with you a little bit about market direction, right? Can I just check how many of you are sellers here? Nobody, right? How many of you are buyers here? Also nobody, right? Then why are you here? That's the most important question. So neither left, neither right. What jin luan like that, huh? Right? Of course, right? No matter what kind of question I ask, also nobody reply me, am I right? But the reason why I want to start off, let's be more relaxed a little bit. I'm not so stressed. You all look like me. I want to eat meat like that. So today, we just want to enjoy ourselves for the next 1 hour or so. I'll do my very best to really share with you because I'm touching something called the market direction for 2022. So as a seller, what must you do? As a buyer, what must you do? So later on, right, if I ask any question, can some of you reply me, can or not? Yes. Yes, thank you so much, right? At least we both communicate hand in hand so that we can all learn together. Why do I say so? Because some of the questions I ask, there's an objective behind. So the objective, we are not here just to talk about buying property or selling property. We are talking about learning, right? I just want to share with you some of the experience. Hopefully, some of us here may not actually make mistake because of doing the wrong things. This is something that I would like to touch on, right? So, of course, just a disclaimer for myself, basically, whatever I share here, is there a risk? Definitely sure got risk. But is it calculated? Yes. Of course, our PropNex agent here has the tool called Risk Assessment Management System in the calculator. Can actually work out every single dollars up to the cents, so you don't need to worry so much. Of course, where does the information come from? Definitely from all the URA, but just that I pieces all this information into something easier for you to understand, that's all. So today I'm going to talk about so much thing here, right? We talk about direction, volume of transaction, whether affect price. All these things I'll be covered in a short while. Hopefully that will let you see a clearer picture of how the market reacts. Now, of course, this is one of the articles that talk about what? The condo resale. Consecutively, it has gone up all this way, right? So why the market is moving this way? If you look at here, wow, this is the latest resale market from in the year of 2001. Wow, 2000. This is what 2002 all the way until today, 10 years. 20 years. 20 years. Wow, $400 over until 1,004 plus per square foot. So if you look at this. Why is it that with the current market situation here, there is cooling measure there is also wars inflation are going up interest rate are going up but why prices are going up? So that's the reason why I ask this very important. How many of you are sellers here? Anybody want to sell cheap one or not? Nobody put out a hand, right? Correct or not? Who want to sell cheap one? Why? Because as a resale owner, you only have 1 unit or 2 units. So you compare to a developer, he has one whole block of building, right? So as a resale seller today, why should I sell cheap? Because why? Rather the inflation, interest rate, whatever it is, but I don't care. Why? Because I only have 1 unit. Anyway, if you are renting the place, you are rented out the place, someone pay you a rental. Especially today, the rental market also has what? Gone up so much. So a lot of sellers, what do? Why should I sell cheap? So if you look at the market today, right, it's totally different compared to what you used to be thinking that cooling measure, you think about wars, definitely will affect the prices. I want to tell you guys here, the market will not be affected. I can only tell you the reason because why? There's a lack of supply in the market. And that's the reason why there is a strong demand. That's why I ask any seller today want to sell. Nobody want to sell. Especially the latest cooling measure last year, December, ABSD. Do you know that this ABSD, is it a good thing or not a good thing? ABSD, of course, for like us, if you want to buy a second property, then we'll be affected by a what? Stamp duty. But it actually stopped a lot of investors from selling the property. Why should I sell? I sell already, I got to pay additional stamp duty if I'm going to buy again. So what happened? supply become very low. Property price go up and down, there's only one thing, supply demand. When there is a demand but there's no supply, what happens? Prices have to go up. That's the way, right? So if you have no choice, this is how it's going to happen. That's the reason why the resale market consecutively, even today, is still going up. Just to let you know why. Because if you are a buyer yourself, if you expect that the property prices to come down for the resale market, I can only tell you, difficult. Because there is not enough demand, not enough supply in the market, right? That's the reason why you look at even Piccadilly, Grand, 77% of the unit was sold. That's why December, what happened? That's why on Saturday night or Sunday night, wow, government introduced a new measure. Why? But actually the measure also not much impact. How many of you want to buy property under trust one? Not many, right? There's not many that's going to affect. But bo pian have to do something, right, the government. If not, what happened? Prices will still move. Why? Because there's a strong demand. Singapore is like that, you see. At the end of the day, a lot of people will choose to buy property because at the end of the day, they look at long term. Of course, by learning also have made a difference. Today, I want to touch on a little bit more about why consumer actually take action. Next, if you look at these particular charts, what does it tell you here? Of course, you look at the property price index, right? Look at this. This is the pandemic situation. Even though it's pandemic, it's -1. The only big difference is here. If you look at 2008, this is Lehman crisis. Why did the property price drop this way? This is the time, I'm not so sure how many of you in the property market, but that's the time where I see how the property prices drop drastically from 2008 all the way to 1,002 per square foot. That's how scary it is. But if you realize that subsequently, it won't happen this way already. Why? Because our government has introduced a lot of cooling measure that has stabilized the market, which you think that you expect the property prices to come down, right? It is very difficult. If you look at the market, it's still moving. But the objective of the government is very simple. It's to stabilize. It's not to allow it to suddenly, jerk up in terms of prices. That's not what they want to. So this is how it works here. So even for the HDB market, how many of you still own HDB one? Nobody, as usual. Oh, sorry, maybe all of you own landed property. I never asked this question here, right? But for those people who owns HDB property, later on I'm going to show you something. HDB market has already gone up all the way from here all the way to here. Actually has gone up a lot. Those people who actually sold their property in 2012, if they buy a private property, they make even more. Later I'll show you, right? But today, the question mark here is that a lot of people, Kelvin, I know own a HDB is a privilege. I really don't feel like selling because why? If I sell, I cannot get back already. Of course, you have a choice. How much do you think your HDB prices can go higher and higher? That's the next question here. Technically speaking, now it has gone all the way from here, almost 8 years before the HDB prices go to the peak. And you know that Singapore is very simple one. A lot of time, the property prices is controlled by who? You know property prices Singapore controlled by who or not? You know or not? You say one, not I say one. Because better I don't say it, right? But this is how it works, right? So the question is, today with all these struggles here, right? The question is, will you still buy property? A lot of people say, why should I be buying? I should be waiting, right? So today I want to touch on, right? Whether you buy or don't buy, I leave it the final decision to you. But I'm going to show you all the numbers and answer for you to make a decision whether yes or no. I leave the final decision to you. Today I cover two groups of people. Today my talk cover sellers. I also cover buyers. So let me show you. Of course, this person always tell us, if you want to be rich, right, close the door, be fearful when others are greedy, right? Of course, when you are scared, a lot of people, market is like that. Last year, people chiong, whether cheap or expensive, they just buy. This year, people start to think yes or no. But this is also the time for us to see certain things here, right? Now, that's why to me, right, I want to share with everybody. Later, I'll show you all the numbers, right? Why I say that the next 6 months is such a crucial period for all of you here. If you are intending to sell or you are intending to buy, this is something that you must what? Take note of. And that's the reason why today I will cover sell HDB owners, those who own HDB, I'll show you something. Those who have private property, I will cover as well. Of course, I also want to cover what? The buyer's market as well. Now, this is the HDB forum. You can see this is 2013. Just now HDB market was 500 and this is at Sengkang 517,000. If you look at this, wow, it all the way drop all the way to what? 400. And all the way it came back to what? Almost 500,000. So the next question you have to ask yourself, how much that this HDB can go higher if today you own a HDB? But you realize it took how many years before it actually start to come out? How many years? And does government today, if you realize what government is trying to do is to introduce a lot of what? BTOs. They come up with a lot of good estate. Why? It's to stop people from buying where? The resale market. When they don't introduce new property, so all the HDB owned buyer want to buy what? The resale market. That's why it drives the property price what? To go higher. So the only way to stop the price from moving higher and higher, the only way is introduce very good location what? BTO to stop the resale owner from what? The resale buyer from buying. But why is it so? Because they're afraid that the prices will keep going upward. Because now is, Singapore is a very simple one. They just want to ensure the price is affordable for all the HDB owners who want to buy. So can it continue to go up from, let's say for example, Sengkang, 500,000, you want to go to $1 million. Wow, you have to think carefully how long it will take to reach a 1 million. So the question mark here is what? Do I want to exit or not if you are the seller? Because you have to think carefully. This guy actually sold the property and changed to a private property or executive condo last time. Wow, all of them make money. But they never do anything. What happened? It all the way came down until today. So you look at here, 2021 until 2013, how many years of wasted time? If today you are young, 21 years old, still okay. But today you are 35, you plus another 10 over years, time wasted. So you have to think very carefully, what do you really want if you are a HDB owner? This is 5 room. Same thing. Look at this, blue color, Jurong East, 562,000, drop all the way to what? 504. It's not too bad. You know why? Jurong East matured estate, the drop not so scary. But you look at Punggol, oh, wow, I think Punggol is a 562, drop all the way to what? 447, all the way to come back to here. So the market is already pointing this way already. So the next question you have to ask yourself, as a seller of a HDB owner, you have to think, should I hold or should I sell? Of course, I always tell people, if you want to buy a property, if you want to sell your property, most important you have something to buy. If you don't have anything to buy at all, please don't sell because you will regret one. So keep the property, unless you have an objective behind. My purpose of sharing all these numbers for you to see is very simple. It's to let you know that the HDB market has already gone up to this price. So from $600,000, how much can it go upward? And how long can it go upward? This is what you need to think. This is what you need to think. Can HDB suddenly jump to 300,000 extra more in another 5 years? Not easy. Because why? Majority of the owners stay in HDB. Majority of the young couple start from HDB. That is the problem. So if the property becomes unaffordable, there's only one person to complain to, is government. And would they allow that to happen? They sure would. So that is the reason why if you expect your HDB to make good profit, then it's difficult. A lot of people say HDB can give me very good rental. This is something that you must think carefully. Rental is for next time when you get older, then you talk about rental. When you are young, please don't talk about rental. Robert Kiyosaki teach us must buy property, must have rental income, but not Singapore, no. Singapore context cannot work. In Australia can work because why? Only pay 10% down payment and after that, gone up the price, they use another money to gear up to what? To buy another property. But not in Singapore. Singapore market, you need money. You don't have capital, I can tell you, right? It's not easy for you to what? To see these numbers going upward. So, as a HDB owner, you think twice, right? As a private property owner, I want to show you an example. But whatever I show you is based on some of the transaction of different condo. If you guys here have some of your condo, if you need any expertise, right, get your agents to show you. They will be able to show you how the prices has worked. But I want to show you something. Property prices go up and down. Now, this is here. We are here. One of consider the peak price, right? So if you are a property owner of your own property, You have to ask yourself this question here. Now you are almost here. If today you want to buy a private property for resale market, you also have to ask yourself this question. Am I buying at the peak now? Because if you look at here versus here, it has gone up to these numbers. Is it considered a peak already? So if today you are the seller, you see this is 1,008. Let's say for example, this is 1,858 per square foot. 1,858 per square foot. Someone sell at 1,007 per square foot. Someone sell at 1,007 per square foot. If today the market is this way, someone sell at 1,007 per square foot. Can I ask you a question, sir? If you want to buy next time, if you want to buy now, drop to 1,007, what's your price that you want to buy?
Lower.
How much?
1,006.
1,006, you're very nice. If you go to the agent, you will tell the agent, sorry, 1,005, then I will buy. That is too nice, right? When the market drop, what will happen? 1,007, 1,005, 1,005, what happened? 1,003. But you see, when market go up, what happened? 1,3, 1,5. Wow, seller say, wow, neighbor sell 1,005. Next, I must sell 1,007. Next, I must sell 1,009. So eventually, market up or down is what? It's like that one, right? Up and down. But the main thing now is what? If you are the seller yourself, you have to ask yourself this question, where are you now? If should I be exiting? If you look at here and here, 1,858, this is 2,013, this is what, 2,021, 8 years. Actually from here to here, is there a big gap? Actually, there's not a very big gap. So unless today, if you want to sell a property, you have to think, can I go and look for something that is worthwhile for me to swap my portfolio? If today you guys buy something which is here, actually Belmont Green was bought even cheaper, about $800-900 you can buy already last time, right, in the Orchard. So, but today it has gone up to this. So the question is, do I want to exit first or not? Then I cash out my money to do what? Find another property to what? To reinvest or not? I leave it to you to see. And this is same, this is Caspian. Same thing, 1, 2, 1, 1. Now it has also what? Gone to this. So property price up, down, right? I only have one objective when I show this. If you are the seller, you just need to think carefully. If today you want to sell, you may be catching the highest point to sell. Highest point. So if you take this opportunity to sell, then the next question is, can I buy something cheaper? Or buy something that is worthwhile? I cannot say cheaper, because nothing cheap one, right? Because a lot of people say, Kelvin, if I buy, last time I only buy $600, today I sell 1,002 per square foot. Where to find another $600? Forever you won't find one, because it will never happen one. It will only go higher and higher. But what am I trying to tell you here is that property prices cannot keep going up this way one, all the way to $1,900, $2,000, cannot. It will not be so fast. So that's the reason why one of the strategy when it comes to owner is not to hold on to property, is to trade property. That's why for me, I always buy and sell property. Why? So that I cash out my profit. You look at here and here, wasted 8 years of the time, you still sell back the same price for what? Then people tell me, Kelvin, I can rent out. Rent out that $1,000-2,000, do you really see the money? Most see one. You only see what? Capital profit margin, 300,000, 400,000 you see. But you see 1,000, 2,000, don't see at all. Because why? We tend not to see small number. We tend to see what? Big number. I mean, this is what I always strongly feel that if you are looking at something to buy, look at it. And for all the buyers who are looking at resale property, not that you cannot buy, still can buy. It's just that you are buying now at this point. Will you go higher? Yes. Not easy, not so fast. Because why? It has also gone up to a peak already. So it may not be what? Wow, suddenly it can jump so fast. Also won't. Later, I'll explain to you why. So the question is, should we buy new or resale? This is something I will touch on here. Now, if you look at this development called Costa del Sol. Costa del Sol, actually the price, this is the one I only take from 2013 until now only. 1,365, drop to here, right? After go up, come here, here. Now you see peak of the peak already. So if you are a buyer today, you have to ask yourself, should I buy or should I not buy? Bopian, if I want to stay, I have to buy, right? Will you go higher? Nobody knows. Eventually, will you go even more? Sure. How long, we do not know. But you must know one thing. How much all these owner bought? There are total 906 units. 906. You know how much they bought last time? $500. $500. So there is a bunch of 900 or 700 people who buy here, $500. Today, they don't need to sell. If you buy 1,500 per square foot today, how much do you want to sell? 1,800, right? 1,008, right? Am I right? You want to sell 2,000. Right? Of course, sell 2,000 is the best, but I don't know when is it only, right? But this person who bought at $500 per square foot, first owner until now, they don't need to sell at 2,000. They purposely keep on selling at 1,500, 1,600 per square foot. What happened? You were stuck. That's the reason why the resale market, right, is slower in moving upwards. Unless anybody interested to how to stage your price higher or not? Nobody. Oh, I forgot because nobody own a house here. That's why nobody interested. Hey, serious? You know what? Interested or not?
Interested.
You all very
Interested.
enjoy a bit right? Of course, there's only one way, provided you have the lobang to do it. I only tell this group of people only. Other than that, I never tell them. Really. Only tonight. Because you purposely come here. Right? No, of course, I want to tell you something here is what? Unless you are able to get hold of who? Unless you get hold of those sellers, all the Costa del Sol sellers, hey, seller, all of you please don't sell at 1,500 per square foot. Can you all sell at 1,008 per square foot or not? Then when everybody start to sell at 1,008 per square foot, right? Someone just buy at 1,008 per square foot, all the seller will change price to what? 2,000. But is it easy to control the resale owner? Cannot. So that's the reason why the prices is what? A jam break. If the owner here bought $500 per square foot, then you are holding on to this point. Then that is the danger. Of course, if you are buying for own stay, you are not looking at making profit margin, then okay. Because why? Eventually, one day you will go up, but not as fast as you think. Because why? We are at one of the highest point. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys here, that this is the issue. But of course, if you really want to buy something for own stay, then no choice, right? So, of course, the next question is, will price continue to trend upwards? Of course, today, if you look at the resale market, that's why I say that, right? Resale market, the price are now at the peak. Why? Because there's a very strong demand from the ground, but there is no supply. So if you no choice got to buy resale, you have to accept that you are buying at a premium today. No choice one. But today, if you have a choice, then can I buy something that is newer one? Then of course you can think. Then people say newer one, I cannot stay because it takes how many years to build. But of course, I always tell people here, I may not have a chance to stay now, but if I have a chance to make profit down the road, will it be something that I'm looking at? This is something that I want to show you, right? So, of course, the next question is, will price continue to trend upwards? If yes, why do we do so? That's why I keep on saying, right? Property prices is all about what? Supply, demand, supply, demand. And if you look at today, the new launches in the market, right? There is only left with 14,000 units that is unsold in the market. So the question here is that, is it able to clear the unit away as time goes by? 1 year, our new launches easily sell by how many? Actually a lot. If today, right, the developer, just now I show you all the measures, all the walls, that's why all the interest rate, to be honest, I want to tell you one thing. This is the time where the developer will be very stressed because why? There are so many units to look at. But a resale owner, different, only have one unit. That's why they're also not sure. Should I be selling cheaper or should I be controlling the prices? Or, you see, last year when the market was so hot, the developer just chong the prices. No, everybody will just buy. Market is like that one. When the market is upturn, actually people like to buy when everybody start buying one. True or not? When everybody don't buy the time, what happen? Cannot buy one. Cannot buy one. Because why? You keep on thinking about all these things. Look at today, all the newspaper are only telling you one thing. Interest rate, interest rate, interest rate, interest rate, interest rate. Good news for all of us. Why? Because the interest rate will scare who? Scare the one who has the most number of inventory. That's like that, right? But you as a buyer yourself, you must open your eyes to see what? See things, not to be emotionally affected. That's why all my slides is only numbers, nothing else. Where are the buyers? The buyers are from where? HDB. Just now I show you what? HDB prices, is it going up to the peak? And where a lot of HDB owners easily make 100 to 200,000. What would they do? There are actually a lot of young couple, they will want to what? Upgrade. And this year alone got 31,000. MOP. Of course, is it everybody going to sell their HDB and buy? Of course not, right? If you got a few thousand, already very solid. We haven't talked about the past. These few years of MOP HDB. That's why there is a strong demand for private property, but there's not enough what? Supply. That's why the prices shoot up. That's why next time you buy a HDB flat, buy a private property in Ang Mo Kio will cost you $2,000. Today you buy Pasir Ris already $2,000 per square foot. Last time can buy Orchard Road at $800 per square foot last time, right? Right? 早知道, right? So look at another one, EC, same thing. So many going MOP. EC people, they will cash out their money to do what? They will buy what? They will again upgrade. There is a very strong demand of all this group of people. And you look at this. This is the buyer profile for private non-landed, all sales. You look at 2021, 80%. 2022, 80%. That means 80% are local buyer. You see, now is what? 78. So where does the contribution come from? The foreigners. Now Singapore very smart. The first one to open the door for foreigners to come in. That's why foreigners are coming to what? To buy. Singapore has been well positioned. If you look at Singapore, it's well positioned, right? Support the people one. Pro-business one. That's the reason why the foreigners are willing to come in. Then Kelvin, they'll say, Kelvin, they have to pay ABSE. I tell you, the rich people have nothing but the pocket very deep only. Because they are not here to buy and sell. They are here to what? The most I just hold on to the property for the next 10 years or then let the renter pay for it. And eventually will I get back my capital from this ABSE? Will. Even myself, I also pay an additional buyer's stamp duty. I work out my rental. At the end of the day, I work out 4 years later, my ABSE that I paid, right? The tenant already paid me back. I calculated one. Every single cent I calculated. Why? I want to see how fast I can get back my money. So same thing. Buyers like investors or foreigners, they also do what? There's some of calculation. So if you look at it, the next couple of months down the road, why I say 6 months is crucial. Now, because of interest rate, people start to think here and there. This is the time, my friend, you should really spend some effort to look at information. Because why? When people don't buy, it's the best time that you should what? Take a look already. And why is it the demand? That's why I say demand, right? The next thing that you see, why Singapore property prices this way one? Because the land costs, look at OCR. Now already 1 something. That's why Ang Mo Kio Lentor, you will see the new price tag in Ang Mo Kio $2,000 and above per square foot. Eventually. Will you go higher? You have to accept that. Why? Land costs go up, construction costs go up, everything go up. Look at RCR. Same thing. Look at how the prices work. Just only 4 years, 8, 6, 7, 1, 3, $500 per square foot. That's why you look at property prices. You cannot expect that the price will come down, and that's the best thing. Of course, we buy Singapore property, you cannot expect prices to come down, right? But if you buy other country, I don't know. But Singapore property, you can see, right? Throughout it this way. But the most important, please don't speculate. Most important, you buy, you must have what? Holding power. And you expect a lot of sellers recently to sell and then straight away lay long and sell. Why? Last 2-3 years, COVID time, most of the people who buy property have the strongest holding power. Why? Because they dare. If those people who dare to buy property during this kind of timing, that means their pocket got money. So will they expect to sell cheap? No. That's the main thing here. And look at CCR, Cost Central Region. Also went up from 1217. It's all moving in this way. So you have no choice what? To go upward, right? Construction costs. You see how the timber, steel. So eventually, all these costs who pay? Look at Suburban Jurong. Last year, 2021, 15 to 20% increases in terms of construction costs. This year, they factor another 5 to 10%. Because of shortage of material plus shortage of what? Labor. All the costs, eventually, someone have to what? Contribute. Who contribute? That's why you see the prices eventually become what? Right? Singapore is one of the highest in terms of cost. Right? Look at how the costs work. So, why I say that the next 6 months is crucial? Because the construction, you see, there is a lot of developers, some of the developer unit, last time they buy cheaper in terms of land costs. That's why, and they buy at that time, right, they already factor from where? The construction costs, like Fraser, one of the project review, he was telling me, the developer was telling me, if based on today market price, the construction cost per square foot is going to be at $700. But because they bought the land 3-4 years back, and their construction cost was secured 3-4 years back, that's why they can still do at $400. But today, cannot. So, why am I telling you this? You have to be very clear one. Let's not be very emotional, because you have to accept construction costs go up, interest rate costs, land costs go up, and a strong demand. That's why I say, right, you have to think very carefully and not be emotional over this. That's the reason why your bread also increased price. So did you pay? You know, that day we're talking about laksa also increased, eggs also increased. So eventually, all this, who pay? Did you pay extra 50 cents? This is only for a bread or whatever here and there. No. Can you imagine property? That's the reason why you have to be very sensitive to this. If not, I can only tell you one thing that will happen. Pay more, get smaller. That's the only thing. Because why? In order to keep it affordable for people to buy, right? The only way is to make smaller, ma. But the PSF will go higher, that's the only thing, right? That's the reason why last time your parents can buy 2,000 square feet. Today, you cannot buy 2,000 square feet because the PSF was lower. So moving forward, you can wait. You can only buy something that is what? Small. That's why today there's a window. That's why I say that the next 6 months, right, there is a window for you to see. Not because I say so, because of the cost, right, that is happening. That's why I say home prices, rental price likely. You look at the rental market today, everything go up. The rental also go up, scary. I just rented out one of my 3-bedroom units, 8150. Today, I just rented out one viewing only, $9,000. Wow, it's snatched one. So you see, the rental market also gone up, not $50. That's why I say inflation. Wow, the rental cost. That's why people choose to buy property. That's the way. Even the interest rate goes up, also no big deal. Why? Because the $850 can cover quite a fair bit of interest. So this is the market. You have to accept one. So if you look at it, there is a very strong demand. There's not many supply, but there is a strong demand for property. Land costs increase, construction costs, raw material, interest rate. All these costs eventually will go to who? Someone. That's why the future land bid, the upcoming that is so-called moving forward, the land cost that was bid now this year, next year they all have to pay higher than what they are paying. That's the reason why all of you who are interested to sell and buy things, right, you have to be sensitive towards this. Not because I say so. If you look at this, this is interesting. 1,002, that's what exactly I'm trying to tell everybody here. 1,002 square feet last time. In 2005, you can buy 786. Today you pay how much? 2.2 million. This guy will tell me, Kelvin, I should have bought 5 years ago, only 1.5 million. This person will tell the person, I should buy 4 years ago, 2009, 5 years ago, differences of about $200,000. You will not want to come and tell me next year, 5 years later, you'll come and tell me, Kelvin, I should have bought 2.2 million. Because next time you will come pay 2.7 million. Why do I say so? It's not because I say so, because the cost of living has gone up. The cost of construction material, everything goes up. So eventually this thing has to what? Go higher. You cannot have time to think. You just need to know what can I choose and what price do I look at. That's for you to decide. But this is a true fact. Usually, this is a 355. This is overall whole Singapore one. 355. Now 1 bedroom, minimum 1.1 over million one. Last time you can buy this one, then this one. Now 600,000. Actually, nobody expect. Really. Last time you can easily buy 600,000-700,000. Wow, like actually very expensive. Now you cannot find. Now you want to buy a 2-bedroom. 1.1 million. This friend bought a 3-bedroom last 3-4 years ago. I think 3 years ago. $1 million. But today 3-bedroom got 1 million. Oh. So this is the market that's going to happen, right? There's no choice one, right? So next question here. Can I ask every one of you, should we buy when the volume of transaction is high or low? That means the volume goes, that means everybody start to buy. Should you buy when the volume is high or low? High or low? Low, right? Look at this. Anybody who buy 2008 wholesale one, close 2 eyes, anyhow also make money. 2014-15, this is the volume of transaction. Last year was higher, 13,000. That's why we only have how many stocks available? 14,000 only, right? Unsold supply. Now last year sold 13,000. Average year is 9,000. This year we expect about 8 to 9,000. This year we should expect about 9,000 units sold. 9,000 units sold. So the question here is what? Those people who bought here actually made money. Now what do I want to show you here? Look at this. Just now was what? 2014, right? Anybody who buy, it's the same mama. That's why I say what? When everybody chong that time, right, prices will go what? But everybody start to hold back, what will happen? Not buying that time, right? Prices will be what? More holding lah, more stable, right? 2014, those who buy 1,003, today pay what? 2,300. Have to accept. That's why please not to be what? Must be sensitive lah. Not, this is the window for you to see things. Look at this. This one I show you from 2008. Right? 2008. This is overall. That means I take whole Singapore non-landed property private, right? I show you. Look at it. 2008. This period, lowest point. Volume very low. Those who buy one, sure make money. 2015, 16, lower. This is the latest last year, this year. But you all say, Kelvin, but now the prices are still high. But I can tell you, why? You will ask me, Kelvin, should I buy now? Yes or no? I leave it to you. That's why I'm saying you should buy what is available now in the market, that the cost is still low one. That means those who bought the land cheaper by 2 years ago one, right, they can still afford to sell you cheap. But those who bought Ang Mo Kio like now $2,000, they have to sell 2,001, 2,002, right? They cannot sell lower. They cannot go below like 1,005 per square foot. 3 years ago, Florence at Hougang can still sell at how much? Nobody buy. 1,003 per square foot. Today, developer sold to a buyer at how much? Close to $2,000 per square foot. This is the matter of fact. So if you look at it here, so if today you have a chance to see things, please go and take a look what? Things. Because the volume is what? Definitely low one. Why? You look at here. January, February, March, compared to year on year, month on month, it's all drop one. That is the reason why I tell you, this group of people here, the developer, has only one thing to look at it, called volume drop. People are not buying. Because why? Interest rate. Cost of material. People start to think, should I buy now? Should I wait? There's so many cooling measures. Why should I rush in? So the developer, will they have concern? That's why I say an opportunity for you to see. But resale owner, you can really forget about it, because resale owner today very tricky one. They will not sell cheap one. Ask your neighbor, you will know, here left and right. You ask them whether they sell cheap, sell one, they won't sell. So that's why I say open your eyes to see things. Now, next thing, we talk about interest rate. Interest rate is the hot topic now. So should we wait? Let me show you. Interest rate, my friend, it's not the first time Singapore interest rate up and down. Interest rate is up and down one. No end one. No end one. Why interest rate goes up today? Because of inflation. The only way to stop you from buying property is what? Is to stop you from spending money. But do you realize one thing? When interest rate drop, right? A lot of people say, Kelvin, why should I put my money in the bank? It gives me 0% interest. So what do? They hedge against what? Inflation. They do what? They buy property. So now today they stop people from what? Well, interest rate go up. What does it mean? All the buyers say, oh, I don't buy now because why interest rate go higher? Am I right to say that? But when the interest rate drop, what is happening next? People will start to what? People start to buy. Now people don't buy. Why? They think interest rate. But when interest rate drop, what happened? People want to what? They want to buy. So should you sell to those people when they want to buy? That's what you need to think. That's the reason why I want to show you this. Same chart. 2016-17. This is interest rate. This is property price index. Interest rate was high at here. 2018, interest rate was 2.4, 2.5% for residential. But anybody who buy property here, all make money. Why? You see, these people who buy here, a lot of people don't buy. But when you buy that time, right, you actually what? Hash on that price tag over there. But you see, interest rate drop. What happened? Interest rate drop, right? You see here, go upward. So if you buy here, is it you go upward? Same thing, That's why just now I tell you, right? When inflation is to stop people from what? Buying, right? So when interest rate drop, what happened? People will start to what? Buy lor. So what must you do? Sell lor. Correct or not? So you must be the smartest one, right? That's the reason why you are here today, right? For me, it's very simple one. I got no emotion one. I look at numbers. My job is to tell you numbers so that you understand how the number works. So if not, you will not what? Oh, follow people say interest rate go up, better don't buy. Then I tell you, you will miss a lot of what? Opportunity. Look at 2016. People will buy 400,000. If you kacang putih on the $500 interest rate, you will lose 400,000. That's what happened. Oh, you cannot interest rate. Keep on use the word called interest rate only. Actually, you never do calculation. That's the reason why, right? But you look at here, 2017, people make 300,000, right? 2018, got people make money or not? Seaside residences, 400, 200. For this one, make the most, 21,000. But don't know why they do that. Maybe it's internal transfer, I do not know. But look at the profit margin people bought. This is Sterling residences, this is Seaside. Sterling is Commonwealth. You see, 2018, 4 years, make 384,000. Those people who work hard for your employer you work hard for the last 4 years, you ask yourself, got save 300,000 or not? Cannot lah. Those who collect rental also cannot collect 300,000. So the best way to do what? Is to leverage. Leverage. Even though you say interest rate, now I'm going to tell you more thing. Look at this. This is 1.59 million. Interest rate 2%. Take a loan of 1.192. Interest rate $132, $397, $530, $600, $700. Is it a lot of money? Interest rate 2%. Is it a lot of money? You pay this $400, $500, $600, $800. Is it better you pay $800 or you miss out 400,000? Which one you prefer? This one you think carefully. So the question is, can I afford? Look at this. All of you work for others. If you're working for others, right, you have CPF contribution 1,260 to your OA account every month. Can this $1,200 pay for your $230 every month and not pay your interest or not? You look at this. That's why people use people money to what? Make money. Those who use CPF, make money. So interest rate is what? People don't buy is the time you should be buying. When people start to rush, that's why those people in 2018 who bought 2022, what do? Sell. That's the way. That's why don't need to be emotion. That's not why just now people that I show you the seller chart up, down, up, down. Why? It's to tell you don't hold on to the property for life. Sell, buy, sell. To me, this is how I've been investing in properties since 2014 until 2004 until now. Why? Because I see how the rich invest in property, right? There's only one way, buy and sell. If you want to hold a property for 10 years, 20 years, it's difficult. One of my friends, 35 years old, bought the property 750,000. Today is 55 years old, she 55 years old. The price went up to 1.4 million. Is it a lot? Double You got use or not? 55 years old, 1.4 million, do what? Buy one HDB, that's it or one, Nothing to do. And 55 years old, you still want to go and chiong to buy 5 million property? Cannot. So you must, that's why a lot of people make mistakes like this, To me, buy a property, I never, my friend always tell me, Kelvin, you always tell me to buy property, but never tell me to look at profit one. I cannot guarantee you sure make profit one. Who can guarantee? Anybody is a God here? Nobody is God, right? I also cannot guarantee you. But I always tell myself one thing. When you just trust me, now you buy 1 million. 5 years down the road, even never make money, sell. Sell why? Buy a 2 million. 2 million, 5 years, still never make money. Sell, buy 3 million. Keep on going. Why? Do you realize that every time you grow, you move upward, you save more money? But when you reach 65, you will thank me because you have 5 million there. Instead of that person or my friend 1.4 million. Which one do you prefer? We all know one thing, when we reach 65, we cannot not much of energy to keep working and chiong sua. No. We have much what? We must have capital. Then you can downgrade to a small unit and enjoy your life like that. Okay. So what you need to do now is what? Is to work hard and save money. Work hard when you are young. Don't wait until that point of time, then you start to think a little bit too late. Not that you cannot, still can. Right? Don't to worry. Our calculator, our agent can work out your reserve fund, your CPF, how much can tahan you for how many months and year. Everything can be calculated from here. So everything is what? All calculated one. Don't, because of emotion, you forgot to calculate. That's the biggest problem that I see that most people make, right? Look at TwinView, 2018. In fact, this is before cooling measure come in. People make this kind of profit. So how much? 18, 22. You see, this is the owners who sell and buy property. The property maybe also haven't TOP. People already make money. One of my agents bought a unit at Park Esther. Haven't even TOP yet. 3 years only. He asked me, Kelvin, if 3 years ago he asked me, buy at this 581 square feet, 1786 at Eunos, 1786 per square foot, You know today he sell at how much? How much? Anybody can guess? Sorry? 2002 Wow. Powers, Actually, not bad. 2186 Very good, right? $250,000, my goodness. 3 years. And using what? Pay a little bit of interest. Because for new launch, the best thing is what? No, you don't pay one lump sum. Slowly pay. So actually your cost of expenses is actually what? Low. And you leverage on the bank to make big profit. So is it worthwhile? Worthwhile, right? Worthwhile, right? That's why my dear friend say what? People should not focus on expenses. Focus on setting aside money to buy what? Actually, it's true one. When you keep on focusing on expenses, you will never move forward. Because you always think, I need a lot of expenses, I need a lot of expenses. So at the end of the day, you see what? Always the expenses. So will you move forward? No. Actually, to be honest, most of the time, people fail to calculate. That's all. Actually, a lot of us can one. It's just that we never work out the numbers. We keep thinking it's not possible. I cannot one, I can't, I cannot. But actually what? Forever you are stuck there. So to me here is what? Please work out the numbers. Right, just a bit of introduction myself. I'm in the business for 19 years. I did a lot of training and seminars to many people here. So now I'm running the company as well. So my passion is all about what? Real estate, right? Of course, I never expect myself a regular Air Force can be who I am, right? So of course, if you ask me, I stay in what? I also stay in HDB one. I buy a property 210, stay 5 years, still lose money. But this house changed my life. This house changed my wife and my life. Because why? I start to realize I need to pay a lot of money, Stay with parents, only to pay money, right? Utility bills all paid by parents. That's why I never feel the pinch. Until I stay here, I say, wow, everything must pay. Wow. Then I say, better go and do part-time telemarketer. That's where I know about real estate at 27 years old. That's how I started my real estate, right? But of course, today I own all these properties here. Basically, I own all these through buy and sell. I still own them. These are some of the properties I own. Why? Not because I want to howl it to show you, but I want to tell you here, I started with a HDB properties also. How I slowly built up. That's why I say you must sell house one. Why I purposely just now early part tell you to talk about your own properties one. If you don't sell, you've stuck there, you will not move forward one. Your money won't grow, right? That's why, like for example, I show you. This is one of the development, Midtown Modern. 1012. This is one of my good friend. I bought 5th floor, he bought 6th floor, 7th floor. Now he just sold. We bought at 2050 per square foot. And today he has made a good profit margin, right? Because why? Because when they launch very cheap, so they buy. Actually, that time it's really not cheap. When I buy that time, people say, Kelvin, why you buy 99 years one at $2,000 over per square foot sell? Whoa. But today, someone more sell, not me, right? Because they pay 2007 $700 per square foot extra, So actually can make money or not? Sure. That's the reason why opportunity sometimes comes to you. You must really work hard and see, right? That's why I also being featured in the Straits Times, right? Because I do seminar teaching, right? Last time I do training on consumer as well. I really share a lot of my own experiences because I always feel that my job is not about buying a house and selling a house. My job is to educate people, right? To put property as a form of saving. I never look at property just a form of investment in terms of capital appreciation. Can make profit is a bonus. But 85% of the time, most people make money. Most of the time. Because of Singapore. Inflation, cost of material, land cost. That's the reason why your property prices what? Go this way, right? So you must what? Seize the opportunity. That's why I want to tell all of you here. I always base on 3 things. First, I already tell you timing. Something that is interesting that you should be looking at now. Where people are more fearful, you should be open your eyes to see. Financing, I also cover just now a little bit. Work out your numbers. Third, I will talk about strategies. So is there an opportunity? How do I identify? Today, I just want to share with you, right, based on these 5 things. Factor to consider when you want to buy a property. Of course, today, not necessary, of course, if you have a good chance to look at something that has a place where there is a good transformation, then maybe you should consider. Then you can look at demand supply. Because again, when there is a lot of supply, but there is no, if there's a lot of supply, but the demand is not strong, prices won't what? Go up. But when there's a strong demand, but there's not a lot of supply, right? Will it help you more? This is something that you should see. Integrated, of course, if you have a chance to buy integrated, will be good. If not, MRT is even better. Rentability, potential, and upside. These are the 5 things that I will cover here. So, this is something I wanted to share with you here, not asking you to buy this development. I'm just using this example here, right, to show you how you look at information by using numbers. Why? Because one day when you want to buy a property, maybe not Midtown, maybe other development, right, you know what to ask your agent in terms of question so that they can tell you to provide you information. Today, why I want to talk about this development here is because first, their price tag, right, is still something that is not very expensive. And the best thing here is that, right, this is a fully integrated development. And you are not buying this unit. You are not buying this unit here. You are not just buying this. You are buying the whole area of this area. This whole area. Because it's connected one. And the full integrated development is something that is so convenient for people. That means your rental is very strong, right? That's why you see, this is the whole area that we are buying. Because Google actually is a very good developer and he really wants to make sure that this whole place is all well connected from all the different places. That's why it's connected to what? 4 MRT. And the best thing is all these are what? All your potential tenants if you are buying for investment purposes. And of course, transformation is definitely the most people are talking about here. A huge Kampong Bugis. And when there's a transformation, means there's also residential available. And that's the reason why my dear Rochor flat, I stayed in Rochor HDB last time also, right? Look at the whole place is going to be demolished. It will become the new HDB town. Next time the HDB will come $1 million, right? Eventually. So eventually what will they do? They will also upgrade. That's why we have our Rochor Ophir area. All this you can really study and you'll see. But most important, I'm trying to show you one thing. Transformation. Right? The beach road transformation. That's why you have a lot of what? Opportunity. And the best thing is what? No, this area don't have a lot of supply in what? Residential. Basically are mainly commercial, which is something good. And even there's some residential are very old development already, right? And the best thing, Google is very good in what? Marketing. I always believe in one thing. When you want to buy a property, branding is very important. If the government, if let's say, if you look at all the Channel News Asia, you look at all the media marketing, when it's a very unique and strategic development, always got publication on. And that is important. Why? When I bought my first private properties, I do not know because it's my first property, right? So I bought something, anybody know where is Mackenzie Road? Oh, not bad. A lot of people may not know where is Mackenzie Road. But because it's not that popular road, right? So eventually what happened? Actually nobody knows. You want to buy a development, next time must you sell or not? You need to sell, right? When you need to sell, make sure that people must know, right? Your agent don't even know where is Mackenzie Road, don't even know that development well, right? What happened? Will people be considered? No, very important, right? But this one, I can tell you, not to worry, because why? It's totally connected one. It's fully integrated. MRT, walk up and walk down, you will see everything. So what is the supply and demand? You look at integrated development. The difference is what? Integrated only whole of Singapore, only 3.47%. The rest is what? Normal condo. And this is 3.47. These are all the integrated development, which is not many. And Midtown Bay, Midtown Modern, this is really an integrated development. And that's why I say very difficult. That's why if you want to buy integrated, not many. And normally integrated, right? It's always supported by what? The 4 sheltered MRT station, all covered. So is it very convenient for own stay, for investment, for rental? Definitely will be a very strong demand. And the best thing is that the supply in the market, a building under construction only got 1,002 units. A development in the mass market easily will have 1,000 over units. But over here, 3 development add up together is only 1,299. And the overall supply in whole district, 7. Only 3,000. 3,000 units. So is there a lot of supply? There's no way. Supply demand make a lot of difference in terms of prices, right? So next, we talk about rental market. So where is your future tenant? These are all the future tenants. That's why my one bedroom at the sale also rented out very high because of the rental jump. 3,001 I used to be rented at 3,1 something, right? Recently rental increased to, I think if I'm not wrong, it's 3,009. What jumped quite a lot because of what? Market shortage of demand, shortage of this supply. So if you look at Warwick residences, this is also another integrated development. So how does it affect? Look at the rental market. Warwick residences, the rental is very high because what? Integrated. You look at dual residences, also integrated, right? Also higher compared to the rest of the other development. Because people are willing to pay for convenience one. Which means that, right, even you buy a property in the integrated development, right, your rental is always very easy to what? Go. You won't have a concern about what? Wow, will that month be empty or not? 2 months not able to rent out or not? All these things you don't need to worry because integrated development always have what? Strong demand. Look at, I don't talk about town area. I just talk about Yishun area, North Park. It's also integrated. It's higher compared to the rest that is not integrated one. So it's a norm, whether is it in town or whether in the mass market, integrated development always have a what? A potential in terms of higher rental. So next, we look at what? Price tag. So is that the price worth to buy? Look at Midtown Modern. Now the prices is about 2,500 plus per square foot. So the question is here. So if I talk about core central region, this is Midtown Modern is considered core central region. 99 years leasehold property. Prices already have done to LTEX. This is resale property. LTEX. 2364. Highest done 3351. This is not done. I pick up the information. It's last 6 months. Not like 5 years ago prices. It's last 6 months. Marina 1, 24, 33. Cane Hill 9, 25, 26. So you can see what? These are all 99. But eventually, prices has already been transacted. So if today I ask you to buy maybe Midtown at $4,000 per square foot, 3,008 per square foot, 3,005 per square foot, 3,006 per square foot, maybe you think it's normal. But today, because of the price tag is so attractive here, right? It's still a what? A very strong what? Potential for you. CCR in the resale market 99. Look at all the 99 years. What you want to buy is very simple. If you can buy something that the market already can accept this price, right? Means you can easily sell next time. If you ask you to buy something out, for me it's very simple. I would not want to buy things if I'm the first one to set the record at the highest. I want to buy things that today market already transacted already. Means that today, I already see people transacted 2004, 2005. So if I'm buying a brand new at 2005 per square foot, is it safe or not? Because look at Cane Hill 9, right? It's 2016, 99 years from 2014, for example. Now it's what? 2022, So already has done this kind of prices. So is it a safe bet for me? People can accept 99 years in a core central at this price. That means if I'm buying a brand new development and integrated development, almost the same price. Is it safe or not? That's for you to see. That's why you look at our Piccadilly. Even though it's at Farrell Road, 77% sold. Why? Because also integrated. You look at here, RCR. RCR, 99 years, Sterling Residences, highest also got done 2005. Avenue South, highest also got done 26. Actually, people, of course, some of them because high floor here and there. But I want to show you here is what, no. Basically, look at Canning Hill Pier. People already done 2009 plus on average. It's not that it's not done before. It's all done. It's all done. And it's RCR. Normally, Singapore is divided by 3 zones, OCR, RCR, and CCR, right? So, RCR already people can accept 2007, 2009. So, we are talking about what? 2005, 2006. Is it something that is affordable? Is it something on the higher risk? Then this for you to see. One per bank, non-integrated, but also have done 2008, 2004, 2004. Wow, you see, all these are done already. So, is it something that is not done before? Actually done before. So, people can accept. You look at South Beach. This is resale. Also have done 3,002. This is very close to this development. Very close. Resale 3,002. Actually, the sizes are 1,002. Also done 3,001. Actually, these are all resale. But what am I trying to show you here is that resale development can already transact. Means that today people are willing to pay a resale market for $3,000 per square foot. If today you are buying a brand new development at 2,000 plus per square foot, 2006, 2007, 2008, is it something that is a new price tag? It's not. It's something that has already been transacted. At least you know that you are buying something what? In the safe zone. Midtown Modern, this is the 99 years, right? You see, highest during launch can even done $3,000 Sub-sale, this is sub-sale. Look at one of the sub-sale, 3,023 per square foot. Resale market already done this price, 3,023 per square foot. So, is it possible? That's why I say that this development, right, integrated 2005, 2006 per square foot, is it something that is safe to enter? That's for you to see. I cannot tell you make money or not, but I can only tell you that transacted. Now, this is the one that I want to show you. The top one is the blue color one. Since January 2020, we start to check the prices for new launches for core central region, RCR, OCR. Today, the average price done is 2,008 per square foot for core central region, 2,008. Now we are talking about 2005. You are buying below what average people are buying, right? Is this something safe or not? Of course, if you pay 2,600, 2,700, depend on the unit, depend on phasing, I do not know, right? But at least you are buying something what? But why? So you ask me, Kelvin, why they want to sell so much lower? It's not because they want to, because of market situation. And also because they bought the land was lower at that point of time. That's why they can sell you. That's the reason why I want to tell all of you here, if you are not buying whatever property, you start to ask, how much last time they have bought? Is it because today can sell cheap? This is something that you want. To me, now is a good time to look at town area, if possible, because the prices are still what? Very low and affordable, right? For you to see. And for PropNex, we have done our numbers. 2006 to 2005 per square foot was 2019 and 2021 pricing. And we are expecting this year prices which is 2,500 to 4,000. So market already has transacted already. 3,000 plus, $4,000 has already been done deal. If you need your agents to show you a lot of resale market has already done in the core central region, $3,000 over. So today you are buying integrated development. Like I mentioned, you don't buy one unit, you buy the whole development in that area. That is something that is crucial for all of you to see this. That's why I say, look at this. This is the future. So this is the what? The future of the whole area. Can you imagine this is the area that we are talking about, where all the commercial, everything is all within the area. So personally, you look at this developer, it's really a branded developer, right? The brand is strong enough, and you attracted international and business buyers one, for sure. Because why? Because of commercial value here. Integrated development, 4 MRT lines, high profile tenant. Because here, those people who work here, right, generally are the very strong tenant profile, which means that when you buy something here, your rental will also be what? Be strong enough for long term here. Right, so this is something I would like to share with you today. I hope you guys enjoy the session here. If you have anything, feel free to ask. If not, just check with your agent here. Thank you so much for joining me today for my seminar here. All right, thank you.